Welcome you to the show proper 360 Sports on Trust TV. I'm Emmanuel Fashemi. We'll be looking at the African Games going on in Ghana. A whole lot of good news coming in from the African Games for Ghana. Though for the women's football event, it was not a good one for us last night. We lost that gold medal game to the Black Princess of Ghana. These and many more on the show, as Isaac Omidiji also will be joining me all the way from Bida via Zoom to look at these stories. But let's begin from the minister, where the Minister of Sports, Senator John Owan, has been doing all he can to make sure that our sports get better and better each day. And to tell you the truth, the minister has praised the Team Nigeria remarkable performances at the ongoing African Games 2023 in Ghana. The minister has been up and running, meeting to their needs, and definitely the athletes are repaying what the minister is actually doing. The faith he had in them, they are repaying back, and definitely we are winning golds, medals, right, left, and center with reckless abandon at the African Games, most especially athletics, where we dominated the whole event. And it's a good news. We got a gold medal in shot put, we got gold medal in long jump, we got a lot of gold medals in athletics, the 4x4 relay mix, the hurdles, that's 100 meters hurdles for Toby Amuson, becoming the first woman to win it 3 times back to back. A whole lot is going, and I have Isaac Omidiji joining me on the show. Isaac, the minister has actually given thumbs up to the performances of Team Nigeria in African Games, and definitely I also want to join the Minister of Sports to give this team a thumbs up for doing all they can in the African Games and getting the medals for the country.
Yes, Emmanuel, good morning. Thank you for having me again this beautiful Friday morning. It's good news for the athletics side of the African Games for Nigeria. And you see, remember that the last time we discussed, we said that is the first race. We have dominated athletics since the beginning of the African Games in Congo, Brazzaville in 1965, where we've won about 309 medals. So we have continued again, and we have shown that yes, we have what it takes, not just only to conquer Africa, but to conquer the world. And for the minister, apart from thanking and praising the athletes, we should also thank and praise the minister. I'm someone who find it difficult to praise some of these political appointees, but you have seen a man who is always present, always on ground to see what is happening with the various teams participating in any international competition, to know what is happening to them. And he has always done everything possible to address the needs of these athletes. And just as you said in your intro, it also contributes to what these athletes are giving back. So it's a two-way thing. We have the talent are well motivated. I hope we'll not hear any sad news after the tournament, that probably they are still being held. And I hope that these girls and these guys will continue to do it in the Paris Olympics and other various qualifiers for the Olympics. I'm very impressed. And you have to see that missed relay, Emmanuel. Very unreal from a mother of 2 who for about 5 years was out of the picture just to attend to family needs. She came back because she has invested in herself, and she has gotten gold for Nigeria alongside others. So it shows that when you invest in yourself, and when we invest in these athletes, give them exposures necessary, they will deliver on the big stage. And on the continent of Africa, this is the biggest stage, and they're delivering.
Yeah. From Omolara Ogumakin after giving birth to 2 kids. She came back 5 years out of athletics, out of the track completely, but coming back with a gold medal. You can see how she's chasing down the Botswana runner there, and she got the gold for Nigeria in a fantastic fashion. Nobody expected that, because from 30 centimeter away to becoming second, but eventually she turned the silver medal position to a gold medal. Good one for Molara Ogumakin after giving birth to 2 kids, coming back like you mentioned. These performances can continue in the Olympics, where still go for the Olympics. Still on the African Games, let's look at the fantastic story coming out yesterday also right there in the long jump women. our own S.A. Brumen, fantastic African #1 when it comes to long jump, Nigerian long jumper, queen of the long jump. S.A. Brumen winning the gold medal with a jump of 6.92 meters to beat every other person that is following. Koala won the silver medal with a 6.81 meters jump, while Prestina, Oluchi, or Chonogo, we were thinking it was going to be 3 Nigerians, first, second, and third, but Ruth Usoro missed out. But Oluchi Ochunogo leaped the leap of 6.67 meters, while Ruth Usoro was was fourth in that sport with 6.62 meters. Isaac Omedije for SA. We expect this, but with a 6.92 meters jump, even the second person 6.81. Look at the gap. Nobody came close after she actually jumped that distance. She was sitting down resting while others were trying to catch up, and eventually nobody was able to catch up with her. She won that one fair and square, and I was happy for Oluchi Ochunogo getting a personal best and winning a bronze medal. But for Ruth Usoro, we understand she got a gold medal in the triple jump, and it's not easy. You finish winning a medal in triple jump, coming to jump, it was not really an easy one for Ruth Usoro. But for S.A. Brumen, fantastic jump, 6.92 meters in that sport.
Yes, congratulations to S.A. Brumen. It's not news as far as I'm concerned, because if you look at other records she has made in other international meets, international events, and see the record time of her jump, you know that yes, 6.92 is a good one for her. And just as I said, she was relaxing while others were trying to catch up, and they couldn't catch up. And the gap wasn't, even little. So for Usoro, I would have loved, just as you said, that we have the 3 Nigerians on the podium. But it's not a win for Luchi, who this is a personal best, who is also at the same time getting to the podium at this level. So we are hoping that the likes of Luchi will be looking forward to replacing the likes of S.A. Brumen, and not to see a gap between S.A. Brumen and the next champion that will take over the world and take over the African continent. So it's good to allow these ladies to continue to get this exposure, and that is why it is also very important that we continue to take all our national sport festival very seriously. Our Nipoga University Games, all those we need to continue to take them very seriously. They are talents that we need to harness. Look at some of the national talents that we got to the National Sports Festival, and see the wonders they did at the African Cup. The All African Games. So it goes to show that we need to invest more in our own National Sports Festival, our local various festivals, and see how we come to nurture some of these golden talents we still have yet on tap.
Yet on tap, we have National Sports Festival and also the Youth Games. We can get one person who was discovered at the national trials for athletics was Yakoboyen. I beg your pardon if I can't call that Akwa Ibom name very well. And she got a bronze medal in the women's 100 meters. So good one. And we also have Olajide there, who won the first medal for us on as in athletics. So let's see how all of this goes. Still on the African Games, the big one happened also last night. It was extra time, but eventually we lost the gold we won 5 years ago in Rabat, Morocco. It was not a good one, but at the end, I believe the Falconers did all they can, but they lost that game to the Black Princess of Ghana, and a whole lot happened in that game. The officiating for me in that game, I'm not a referee, but there were some calls and attitude of the referee to us in the referee officiating in that game was not really a welcoming development. But at the end, Ghana beat us to the gold in the women's football final. Isaac, it was we had all the confidence in this world to win the gold medal and went ahead through Lovett after the goalkeeper of Ghana, Howlers, who took the lead. They came back, they equalized on the 70-something minutes of that game, and they added during the extra time, and it ended 2-1 in favor of the Black Princess of Ghana.
Yeah, it's painful because it is Ghana, and whenever Ghana plays at any level, under 17, under 13, under 15, at the national, senior national level, it's always very fierce. And we also know that the Falconers, we're the better side in this tournament when it comes to the female under 20 team that participated in the African Games. Unfortunately, poor game management. I will look at it at that level. When you want to go up against the host, you know, there are so many things we're not, you know, going your way in terms of, you know, working your way positively. You have to do better in terms of game management, and that is what they couldn't do. And they allow pressure to be on them, soak in the pressure. So many other factors that didn't go their way, and they collapsed at the end of the day. In the 99th minute, the winning goal was scored, and hula, that was all. For the Falconets, you know, we were so confident that they were going to get the gold. And you see, this is a game where we place football and other sports side by side. We went with about 50 players for both male and female football team, and we got just a silver medal. Now look at athletics, look at weightlifting, look at wrestling, and look at other medals we've won from those ones. And we went with about 50 male and female players for football and won just the silver medal. Yet we don't pay good attention to other sports. So we need to start having a rethink and putting on a good thinking cap so that we invest more in other sports. And football, yeah, is very popular, but shouldn't get only the attention of stakeholders. Other sports should.
Other sports should also get attention of the stakeholders. Also in arm wrestling will be a scoring sport. African Games from Zanu. She got our first gold medal in arm wrestling, and for the cricket team, they got bronze medal where the men couldn't even replicate that. So the individual sports also should get attention. For the AFN, Athletics Federation of Nigeria, President Tinubu has said they are going to build on the success medal stable, where we have Nigeria maintaining the second position, but for Egypt they are way ahead of Nigeria. Now you can see the first 10 countries on the medal table. We have Egypt, who have 94 gold, 43 silver, 38 bronze, and for Nigeria we have 37 gold, 26 silver, 35 bronze. South Africa is third with 29 gold, 30 silver, and 39 bronze. We have Algeria on the fourth position with 24 gold, 33 silver, 42 bronze. We have Tunisia fifth with 18 gold, 22 silver, and 33 bronze. Ghana, who still maintain their sixth position, they have 11 gold, 23 silver, 16 bronze medal. And Morocco is on the seventh position with 7 gold, 8 silver, 10 bronze. Mauritius is on the 8th position with 7 gold, 5 silver, 10 bronze. Kenya sixth, ninth with 6 gold, 6 silver, 12 bronze. We have Eritrea, who is 10th on the position with 6 gold, 2 silver, and 5 bronze. Isaac Omidiji, Nigeria, Egypt, still looking like to maintain their position at the end of today. We still have competitions coming in the long distance races. Definitely the likes of Kenya and co will get a medal there and add to the total number of medals in those long distance races. But 200 meters final, we are there. We still have a couple of other races to come today that Nigeria will be participating also in another team sport. In the basketball, Nigeria is still there. We will be battling DR Congo later on today. But if you look at the medal table, the first 10, Nigeria still maintaining their second position, 37 gold to Egypt, 94 gold.
You see, we are not even close to Egypt. We have in total, Egypt have about 175 medals, and we have 98 medals in total. We are not even close. They have 94 gold medals. We have just 37 gold medals. But the fact is, we are still second, and I see us maintaining that second, not just to the end of today, but probably even to the end of the competition. It's a good one. We know our strength, and we have done very well in our strength. The Egyptians have, you know, strong capabilities in virtually all the sports they participated in. So, and they participated in more sports than even Nigeria. And not just did they participate in more sports, in all those sports they participated in, they have good advantages in terms of capabilities and strength to win gold medals and other medals, which they have displayed. So it's a good one for Nigeria. And Nigeria and South Africa are having both 98 medals all together, but we have more gold medals, and that's why we are ahead of South Africa on the table. So I see us nicking one or two, three gold medals to see if we can enter 40 gold medals at the end of the competition. So good one for Nigeria, good one for Egypt, but as it stands, Egypt are already official winners of this particular African Games, though not yet official.
Okay, Egypt are already winners of the African Games. No wonder the next edition in 2027, that is the 14th edition, will be hosted by Egypt. Now, let's leave the African Games and come back home and talk the round leather game. But this time around, we'll talk at the administrative side of it, where Gombe United has been hammered. The hammer of MPFL has fallen on Gombe United for their misconduct on match day 26 when Aqua United visited them at the Pantami Stadium in Gombe. Now they have been deducted 3 points for their mishandled assault on the match day 26 referee at the Pantami Stadium, and they've been deducted 3 points and 3 goals for that action against the match day 26 referee, where the Nigerian Premier League says they are in pursuant of its zero tolerance for assault on match officials. Isaac, we have been praising the Nigerian Premier League for quite some time now. We've not seen some of the ugly scenes we used to see in the time past, but for Gombe United, it got into their head on match day 26 against Aqua United. They assaulted the match officials on that day. It was an ugly scene from Gombe at the Pantami Stadium, and now MPFL said, no, we have to just sanction you. 3 points, 3 goals has been deducted for a team that is struggling.
And not just 3.3 goals. The stadium will also be shut to fans for the next 3 matches, and they're also going to pay some fines in millions. They're also going to pay about 250,000 naira each to the officials whom they assaulted. And this is good. Whether they are struggling or not, they cost it. They breached the rules of the game, and they should be punished. However, I want the same reaction of the MPFL board to be accorded to every other club that have also breached any rules of the game. I'm also waiting to see what will happen to Enyimba. For also, I think the game against Doma United, I think,
yes,
where there was interruption of live transmission of the game, where funny enough, the referee was going to check the live transmission to see a replay to know whether a goal should be awarded or not. We don't have VAR yet in the MPFL, and we don't have that kind of replay, during the live match for you to confirm if a goal was scored or not. So we want the MPFL to be balanced in its decisions, and I want to see more of this for clubs who have erred, so that we have sanity in the league. The league is improving, no doubt, but we need more sanity. We have some fans who think they can just be, hostile to officials, and we have also seen where even the own clubs also instigate fans to go after these officials. These are bad attitudes, and good one for the NFF board that they've come out with this punishment. I hope this will serve as a deterrent, and anyone who is not ready to learn should also be given the same thing or more.
Yes, you'll also be giving the same thing or more. Now, let's leave the Nigerian Premier Football League and go straight to Marrakech, where it will be happening this evening. Nigeria against the Black Stars of Ghana, and in an international friendly. Coach Finidi George says the Super Eagles are ready for this game against Ghana and that of Mali today, and then on the 26th of March, the second game against Mali, that is Eagles of Mali, will be coming up in Marrakech, Morocco. I think Isaac Omidiji is a friendly, but we know that the bragging right between us and Ghana. And for this evening game, what are your take? What is your thought towards that game between Nigeria and the Black Stars of Ghana?
Yes, the Jollof friendly, as it's been called, it's not just an ordinary friendly, because whenever Nigeria-Ghana plays, there's a bragging right, there's the ego, there's a superiority, power play between the two sides, and that will still come to play. If you see what is happening already on social media between fans of both countries, yes, this game is not just ordinary friendly match. And for the coach, whether or not this might be a dress rehearsal for him, this might be a test game for him. That of Ghana, I mean, that of Mali too, will be a test game for him, considering the fact that he also applied for the job of a substantive coach for the Super Eagles. And don't forget as well that we need to see fringe players coming into play this time around. We shouldn't be the same players we have known their strength. Let some of these fringe players, especially the ones we took to the Nations Cup and couldn't, kick again. Let's see the likes of Ojo Olorunleke in post. Let's see the likes of more of Alassane Yusuf, Bruno Oyem.